الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر
الله السميع العليم من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم من همزه ونفثه ونفثه. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله تعالى من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا. إنه من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله ولي الصالحين وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلوات الله وسلامه عليه وعلى آله الغر الميامين وعلى صحابته المدلفين بالدستور وعلى من استنى سنتهم وانتهج بمنهجهم ولف بلفهم إلى يرث الله الأرض ومن عليها وإلى الله عاقبة الأمور. All praise is indeed wholeheartedly reserved for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Lord of the entire universe, the uncreated, but creator of all creatures, the unsustained and sustainer of everything. We appreciate him, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for all his bountiful ni'mah and immeasurable rahmah upon all of us in our household. We believe in him as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He oversees everything. Nothing is beyond his knowledge. Allahu Akbar Kabira. We equally believe in the messengership of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, as he asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to continue to shower his blessings upon the noble soul of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, members of his household, companions, and the generation of Muslims till the day of recompense. Ameen. Respected elders, brothers and sisters alike, today inshallah Kareem, the topic of our discussion, our sermon is إضفاء غير القانوني حول التوظيف في نيجيريا. إضفاء غير القانوني حول التوظيف في نيجيريا. Legalizing the illegality on job offers in Nigeria. Legalizing the illegality on job offers in Nigeria. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. Oh, you have believed in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You believe that Allah created you. You know that outrightly your sustenance is projected, is planned and implemented by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You know, however you live on earth, one day you shall be pronounced dead. Then listen to the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wherever you may find yourself today, whatever the position, you don't deserve it, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made it for you. Then it's a temporary thing. Whether you like it or not, you may be forced to retire, you may go on your own, death may overtake you. All you need to understand is that Wallahi al-Adim, dawamul hal min al-muhal. No condition is permanent. That office you are occupying today, you leave it one day. There are different grades of corruption in our system in Nigeria, perpetrated in the morning, afternoon, at night, noon and crying of our society. Allahu Akbar Kabira. Because of the power Allah apportioned, Allah gave the sun. Then they think they have seen everything, or they believe they are on top of their own game. They believe they are better than others. This is general. Allahu Akbar Kabira. This corruption being perpetrated today is so unfortunate that it has now become a lingering conqueror, a virus that has affected everybody, Muslims, non-Muslims alike. Muslims, non-Muslims alike. Minor, major, from among the Ummah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Then you need to retract your step before it is too late. The situation we have found ourselves today, this uncontrolled injustice, unabated concept of tendencies of corruption that has been perpetrated today, it is now graduating to the level of unchallenged impunity, maltreatment, irrespective of whatever tendency that we have agreed upon. What is that? Mutual consent, federal character consent. concept. Federal character concept. Once you are a graduate and a bona fide citizen of this country, you have your certificate. Inshallah, no limit. There's no any barrier. Either you come from this side or you come from that side. Once you have your certificate as explained, as recognized by their own written, Allahu Akbar, and written constitution, then you are expected to enjoy just same as everybody. But what you have in paper is quite different from what you have on ground. And the worst part of it is that there are munafiqun from among Muslims. May Allah not make you and I from among them. If I am, I know. If you are, you know. If I am one of them, I should check and then step out. If you are one of them, step out before it is late. What is that? The canker that we are living with today is that anywhere, just have 10 graduates who secure job. Ask them, they will confide in you. 7 of them are paid before they got the job. Now, this is not an association of Christian fellows or Muslims. No, everybody. But we are more concerned about you because of your akhirah. We are much disturbed about you as a Muslim because of your akhirah. And your akhirah starts from your qabr. You are one of the privileged ones. Majority of those who are perpetrating these evils today, they got free education in this country. Free job in this country. Basic and social amenities were given to them. Allahu Akbar. During their exits from their universities, Allah has given to you all this ni'am without measure. But today, you look unto your own Muslim brother, even a Christian, you dare not to ask anybody to pay for what you did not pay for. But today, we all hide under Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. No, one na masallaci kenan. Any concept, anything about your life that doesn't revolve around your channel to this dunya, wallahi, you have Allah. In fact, la ilaha illallah, you blame yourself on the day of Qiyamah. Before you became whatever you have become today, either here or somewhere, someone pronounced your name, and you are given the name based on la ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allah has given you your own book, the manual with which you live in this dunya in a way and manner that you go to Allah without any problem. But you allow shaitan to topple your iman. You allow the shahwat in dunya to double cross you, to distract you, to take you away from the path of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Retract now. Step out of that now, because wallahi la'adin, it does not pay. You may think you are getting money. Now it's now coming. In fact, it is unbecoming to the extent that some people will come and tell you, now Allah, make man, you ever talk to this and that. Do you have certificate? You look at certificate. It is there. Did you apply? Yes, we did. When you call for interview, some will even say there's no any interview. Some will even say there was no any announcement, no any advertisement. Some they do, you know, in your place, you are going to take 5,000 people, 500 people, but you advertise, you allow, you shortlisted more than 100,000 human beings. And you allow them, you ask them to go and buy scratch card. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. ظهر الفساد في البر والبحر بما كسبت أيدي الناس ليذيقهم بعض الذي عملوا لعلهم يرجعون. This corruption is so apparent, perpetrated throughout the land and the sea, the nooks and crannies of this country. If you don't want to hear the truth, wallahi, you shall hear it the day you won't be able to deny it. And that is when Malak will come to visit you. You shall hear it. You shall hear it. Allah says, this corruption is being perpetrated, so manifest to the extent that through land and the sea, because of what the hands of human beings have done. Allah will not let go of that. Allah said, I will have them having a taste of what they have sown, so that perhaps they will make a U-turn. Perhaps they will repent. May Allah make you and I from among those who repent and pray, inshallah, stand within the sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If you repent, it's in your best interest. If you refuse to repent, you shall meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The day you want to repent
Just like Pharaoh. He did all he did. And he believed, they have been telling him, Musa alayhi salam told him, he transgressed against the will of Allah. Not until when he saw the death red-handed. And he says, Amantu billadhi, Amantu bihi banu Israel. I have also believed in whom the children of Israel have believed. Allah says, Al-an, this now, you deem it fit to repent. Yes, respected elders and brothers. Those who are found in this category, I may not know anyone, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. Try to retract your system. Try to think inward. Allahu Akbar kabira. Look inward and give to Allah what is due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What is that? Allah gives you an eye. The way we live between in dunya, wa ahsinu kama ahsana Allahu ilayk. Be nice to people the way Allah has been nice to you. Be kind to human beings the way Allah has been kind to you. Be generous to others the way Allah has been generous to you. Be fair to others the way Allah is fair to all of you. Because, wallahi al-azim, you are not the most qualified human being to be DG in that place. But we put our hands together. Instead of ta'awanu ala al-birri wa taqwa, wala ta'awanu ala al-ithmi wal udwan, we now unite unanimously upon falsehood. We are all bringing axes, matches to break down the system right from the onset. Right from the onset. You have your certificate. This one has, that one has, but all you have to be paying somebody 500,000. More than that. Some, they even peg their salaries that you will be working until after 6 months before you start getting your salary. And the most disturbing part is that there are Muslims in these places. There are Muslims who are doing this. Wallahi la'adim. Wallahi la'adim. What's the essence of your salat? What's the essence of your zakat? What's the essence of your recitation of Quran? Allah was kind to you, be kind to others. After all, you said something is federal character principle. At the end of the day, nowhere. In fact, there are categories. There are places a child of a nobody can never dream of working there, even the best graduate of his own time. Allahu Akbar. You said the best graduate in this university, everybody celebrated, everything ends in picture taking. After the picture, then he or she starts looking for a job. And there are children living at home. The jobs will go and visit them, the jobs will wake them, and they are not qualified. We downplay this merit, we downplay suitability, we downplay qualification. At the end of the day, the system is crying of lack of productivity, lack of efficiency, lack of effectiveness. Now this is systemic failure created by you and I, especially those are the conduits of power. Wallahi la'adin la tusaluna yawma idin 'anil na'im. Allah will bury everybody. And before then, the system itself will suffer. It's already suffering. It is already suffering. Give somebody a job. He doesn't even have a good grade. But because he collected letter from somebody or you collected money, you put him there. Many lives are wasted because he doesn't know what to do. Go to medical field. A lot are there. There are qualified people who ought to be given jobs. You are denied. No matter whatsoever you know, be the best graduate of whatever, anatomy, physiology, whatever, you will not get a particular corridor except you know somebody. And there are poor people, poor in terms of faculty, poor in terms of reasoning. They are poor, in fact, poorest of the poor in terms of qualification. They are the ones leading. What do you expect from such system? What do you expect? Remember the day, it could be you, it could be your wife, it could be your children that will be in a state of quagmire. You rush them to a particular hospital, but because you have downplayed the merit, then you pay the price for it. We're already doing. Everywhere. You want to get a job today? Go and pay 1 million. People don't see it as anything, especially Muslims. Someone told me in his own place of work, he works there, but because he's not to a particular level, and he's about to retire, he is begging practically this director, that director, to help him bring his own child something, bring this, so no, then go and give so person. All these people mentioned, they are all Muslims, wallahi. Allahu Akbar kabir. Muslims versus Muslims. Allahu Akbar. Allah says, wa ahsin kama ahsana Allahu ilayk. Generally, inna Allah ya'murukum an tu'addu al-amanati ila ahliha. Allah commands you to pay back, deliver, discharge the trust back to the owner. Who are the owners? We deceive ourselves alone. Not too young to rule. Not too young to rule. Even the same system. Not too young to rule. Everybody, all across all political parties, they are all old. APC, PDP, PRP, this and that. And they said not too young to rule. Until you become 80 before you are not too young. In fact, even political structures. Go and see the youth leader. I don't know now. Youth leader will be 60-something years of age. Youth leader. PDP youth leader 60-something years. APC youth leader going to 70 years. Even take from Quran. Allah says, "Hatta idha balagha ashuddahu wa balagha 40 sana." Majority of those who are moving this world worldwide, majority, they are young. Youth. The Dajjal of today in Russia, the young man, the one of Ukraine, young man, go to South Korea, North Korea, China, majority of them are young. In our own case, the younger one, they are trying to wrest power by force through drug addicts. Yahoo syndrome. Because they have seen that nothing is for them. But Allah SWT will ask, those on top, those at the bottom, and those in between. All you need to do the needful. Inna Allah ya'murukum an tu'addu al-amanati ila ahliha. You don't jeopardize people's future, or you even jeopardize the system itself by extorting money from unsuspecting graduates. Nothing is for free again. At the end of the day, the system is failing every day. Allahu Akbar. Every day. Some are seated there right from day one, and some of us we are also part of it. Especially for the politicians. Wallahi al-azim, majority of them will regret on the day of Qiyamah. There was essence of this dunya, 8 years, 4 years, plus 4 plus 4, 8 years, and you are still abandoned, you are forgotten, why still alive? Majority of them, every system is collapsed. Take education, you know. Education. Till today, wallahi, majority of our leaders, their children are abroad. ASU, as the federal government, NASU, SANU, all these things, either if you like, come together. If you don't like, then every time the meeting ended in deadlock. And the system had failed right from the beginning. Our politicians go to local government, the states, wallahi al-azim, you are in Abuja, you are privileged. Even in Abuja too, majority of our good, well with that, you don't put your own children in a government school. Why? Just take from that. Everywhere you go. Those who tithe, the tyrants, the touts, the rascal in every society, following the politicians, they are the ones given employment to go and teach in primary and secondary schools. Some drop out, they don't have any certificate. Wallahi, they don't have. And not only in secondary school, they are still on the payroll in local government. They collect from local government, they go to school to teach what they do not know. Yes. Sometimes ago people were crying in Kaduna State because of what the government did there. But that was reality. Thousands of brothers and sisters were laid off. Simply even the entry point certificate. Somebody who is teaching mathematics, she did WAEC, failed, F9 in WAEC, mathematics. NECO, F9. NAPTEP, F9. But she's the one taking mathematics. What do you expect? Well, everybody, I know, TV. This one, Galadima somebody, somewhere. This one, district head of somewhere. This one is our representative in this local government. This and that. We bastardize everything. Now for the federal. Just take letter. If you take letter from some personalities in this country, go to Villa. Whatever you need, you get it. You don't have certificate? Yes. Now, as if that is not worth enough, anybody to today, generally, all the children of downtrodden, you have to teach somebody before you get job. Even to do NYC in some places. You can't just go with your first class. You don't know anybody working to NNPC. They want to serve there as a copper. You'll be rejected. CBN, you'll be rejected with your first class. FIRS, you'll be rejected. Everywhere. But get a letter from somebody, even if you get third class, even if you don't know how to operate the system where they put you, say that now money. Remember Yom Kiyama, ba wani na money, babu wani na kuni, na Allah, na manzar Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You can't tip Allah the day of Kiyama, wallahi. Irrespective of your command, Babariga, Tugare, whoever, encourage, do the needful. You have bastardized everything. Give job to people because this is something recognized under the system. Now you advertise, people apply, you don't need to know where they come from. Based on principle, federal principle, character. Okay, you give this law to this state, let them come. Not when you just collect money. Some listen to this program, human rights review, every time. Now they collected money, the job was not given again. They have to go and report. Then some names will be mentioned. Both Muslims and Christians. You go to Juma every Friday. They mention Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You say sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and you know your source of livelihood is to make people cry before you get your own money. Wallahi na'adim. Now let me tell you, wallahi, there's no any distinction, no any difference between those who are accepting money and the bandits. That one is done inside bush. These ones are official bandits. Yes, you have to declare who bring 10,000, 1 million, 500,000 before they secure job. You are also a bandit. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will credit every single one of us over the ni'mah He has given to you. Remember when you graduated, you were given job free of charge. Waiting vehicle for you. House given to you. You are given 3 choices. Whether work here or there or somewhere. You didn't pay a dime. But today, someone has to pay, otherwise you don't give a damn. But you forget, go and trace those ones who have done it in the past. Wallah, in that kind of money, they will never have barakah of Allah on it. Some after retirement, in India for surgery. We come back from India, later Egypt, another surgery. All this extracted money will be spent on something. Allahu Akbar Kabir. And those who bow out of the service gracefully, without hurting anybody, Allah subhanahu is paying them back. You see some, they are looking even below 60. Some are looking below at 65. But some who have collected this money, they are still 62, 63. Before 65, the money is gone. Now, what are they with Adwa? Which Adwa? Which Adwa? Which Adwa? You think Allah subhanahu forgive just like that? You have trampled upon people's rights. Some, the mother, sponsoring that person, the dad died long time ago before he finished secondary school. The mother rose this body on the street, and they have hope. Now after graduation, you said this one look for 1 million before you get them job at FIRC or wherever. You have to go to the village. All the surviving he-goats and she-goats sold. Farmland sold. At the end of the day, you think Allah forgiven and forgotten that day. وَمَا كَانَ رَبُّكَ نَسِيًّا Inna rabbaka labil mirsad. And Allah challenges all of us before that day. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu taqullah wa litanzur nafsun ma qaddamat lighad. What do you push forward? What are you going to fall back on the day of Qiyamah? Is it this extortion? Victimization? You made mention last week. Somebody, they celebrated his inglorious exit from civil service. Inglorious exit. They're not a Muslim, but there are Muslims who are worse than that. They use their office for their self-aggrandizement. Not for Allah, not for His Rasul. What is for Allah is that Ati kulla bihaqqin haqqahu. Give everybody his own right, his own due. Because you are also there temporarily. That same seed that made you to intoxicate, that made you to feel on top of everybody, that made you not to give a damn, one day you are going to either Kudu or Kudu of your own state. What is left? GMC and so on. Golden House and so on. The wives, if you have younger wives, somebody is from people who still come and remarry them. Then you went inside the cupboard. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala correct our affairs. Lastly, respect and trust in Islam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants you to be a representative of Islam, just an ambassador of Islam. As a Muslim, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was known to be a sadiqul masduq and amin al-ma'mun. Allahu Akbar. That office is a trust. Discharge it, so that in a way that you won't have anything to regret upon. Because wallahi you will regret. Wallahi I will regret. Either regret the positive one or negative one. The positive one, as Prophet sallallahu said, that anybody who did well, he will wish that, oh, had I known, I would have done better. Then those who did otherwise say, had I known, I would not have gone to this step. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala correct our affairs. Who have the intent care? If you are among those who sell appointment, go and retreat there now. Ahsin kama ahsan Allah ilayk. As Allah has been faithful, kind, generous, fair to you, also replicate that to other people. Then if you are doing, ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept it as a way of serving Him. Now, number last, inshallah, is that for those who are doing it, the last tazkirah is that al-mautu kafal mawa'id. That is enough as a admonition for you, inshallah, to retract, to step out, and then to do tawbatan nasuha. Alhamdulillah, alladhi ja'ala al-layla libasa wan-nahara ma'asha wa ja'ala baynahuma khilfa liman arada an yadhakkara aw arada shukura ahalla al-ijtihada wa harrama al-gisha wa hadha bayna an-nas. قال إني حرمت الظلم على نفسي وجعلته بينكم محرما فلا تظلموا. بارك الله ولكم في القرآن العظيم ونفعنا إياكم في الآيات والذكر الحكيم. أقول ما تسمعون سبحانك من الله وإن خطأ فمن نفسي وهوايا واستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين من كل ذنب وخطيئة إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والعاقبة للمتقين فلا عدوان إلا على الظالمين والصلاة والسلاما الأتمان الأكملان على خير ولد أدنان نبي الإنس والجان محمد الذي جاءنا بالكتاب كالشمس في ضحاها وجاءنا بسنة كالقمر إذا تلاها فمن عمل بهما عاش في نور النهار إذا جلاها ومن أعرض عنهما تخبط في ظلمة الليل إذا يغشاها. معاشر المسلمين، إنه الغش لمن الأسف الشديد والحزن المرير أن نجد مسلما أعانه الله ثم يتجر بمكتبه، يتجر بكرسيه، يتجر بالعمل الحكومي، وهو الذي يمنع الجادين والمحققين والمستحقين لهذا التوظيف، هو مانع لهم إلا أن يعطوه ثمنا بالغا من النقود، إما ليرة وإما دولارات. انتبه يا عبد الله، انتبه يا عبد الله، لست كمستحق أول وأخير في هذا المنصب. جعلك الله في هذا المنصب أمانة لك وأمانة عليك. إذا أديت الأمانة تجد الله غفارا، وإذا أديت الأمانة تجد الله رحيما، وإذا أديت الأمانة تنال رحمة من الله في الدين والدين والآخرة. إن لم تؤدي تلكم الأمانة برب الكعبة سوف تكون مندمة ويكون عليك ندامة قبل الموت وبعد الممات. انتبه يا عبد الله، أحسن كما أحسن الله إليك ولا تبغي الفساد في الأرض. تذكر ذلك اليوم أنت محتاج، ما عندك قوت يوم، الآن اليوم رزقك الله وجعلك من الذين ينظر إليهم، فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان؟ أولم تكن عبدا شكورا، أولم تكن عبدا شكورا تشكر لله سبحانه وتعالى على إنعامه عليك وعلى عيالك وعلى كل شيء فعل لك. لمن لم تكن، لمن لم تكن، لمن لم تكن؟ فاحمد الله على هذه النعم واعطي كل ذي حق حقه. عباد الله، إن الله أمركم أمرا بدأ به نفسه وثنى بملائكته أمرة عرشه وثلث بكم الإنس والجن وقال وزمن قائل إن الله ملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وسلم. عباد الله، إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين وأذل الشرك والمشركين ودمر كيد أعداء الدين وانصر عبادك الموحدين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين يا رب العالمين. اللهم اجعل الأمن والأمان في نيجيريا واجعلها بلدا آمنا مطمئنا رخاء سخاء وسائر بلاد المسلمين برحمتك يا أرحم ارحم الراحمين يا رب العالمين. اللهم بارك لنا في رجب وشعبان ان شاء الله، وبلغنا رمضان في كل خير وسلام وامن وامان واستدراك كل وعباده صالحه برحمتك يا ارحم الراحمين. اللهم اسكننا جنه الفردوس مع الابرار يا عزيز يا غفار يا رب العالمين. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك اشهد ان لا اله الا انت استغفرك واتوب اليك. قم الى صلاتكم رحمه.
أشهد أن لا